Okay, so I just got home from the barn, and hold on, I'm gonna adjust the lighting. I like the blue. Okay, so I just got home from the barn, and I went to the dollar stores to do a little quick Dollar Tree haul. So everything in this will be $1 because it's from the Dollar Tree. I'll do one for Family Dollar and Dollar General as well. Horse stuff. There's some stuff I didn't get, like you can get buckets there. You can get like little totes for your grooming stuff. I only got stuff that I would need because I didn't want to buy things just to have them go to waste. So we'll start with the biggest thing, which is pool noodles. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to, I want to do this off screen because I don't know how YouTube feels about a knife, so. I'm just going to cut them in about halfway around, right? And then I'm going to rig them to like the standards and have the horses I work with walk through them. So that's one thing you can get from the store. You can also get like balloons and other things that like balls and stuff to desensitize them with. I'm gonna go from over here to over here. So you can get your towels. You always need towels at the farm, and they're not yours. Leave them alone. Sorry, that's my dog. You always need towels at the farm. It never fails that you Bear. It's not for you. You're very cute, but stop. You always need towels at the farm, like for your hands, or like something I always do is if my horse is super muddy on his feet, I'll pick his foot up with a towel. Like I have a specific foot towel. That way I don't have to wash my hands. I can just whoop, and I don't get mud all over me. It's great for the winter time, especially when it's cold and you don't want your hands to be wet. Treats. So Buka doesn't like the red and white peppermints, so I get him spearmints. He loves these. But his favorite treats besides Mary Jane's and regular horse treats like Knickermates are actually butterscotches. He loves butterscotches. You can get bands at the dollar store. These ones are teal, yellow, and white. And there's some light green in there as well. And you can buy just clear ones too, but they didn't have any of them in stock. Next is you can get a hair mask. I actually put argan oil in my horse's hair. It helps keep the dirt out of his tail because he has a white tail. It's how to keep his tail so white. But it also makes his tail super soft, so I can literally just run my fingers through it and there's no knots. So same with this. This is an argan hair mask, argan oil hair mask. And it's great. I always recommend argan oil. I try to go like vegan, chemical free, but love this. Next is if you have, here's a little secret. Quicksilver, great, love it, expensive. If you have a gray horse or a horse with a white mane and tail, wash your horse's tail with this first. Clarifying shampoo. It will pull out all of the crud out of his tail, and then you use your Quicksilver and your tail will be almost solid white. I get compliments on my horse's tail all the time from people. They're like, how do you keep your horse's tail so white? When I was a teenager, people used to pay me to wash their horse's tails because of how white my horse's tail was. Next thing, I always love to have baby wipes for me and my horse. I actually keep some in my car too. They're just great for wet wipes. They're great for cleaning your horse's eye boogers or nose. I always clean my horse's nose out. Or they're great just for your hands. They're also good for when you clip your horse. If you wipe the area down after you clip, they pick up all those little hairs that usually would go flying if you brush them. Baby cornstarch baby powder, not talcum baby powder, is great when you go to shows or if your horse has white legs, you can put this on them and it helps keep the dirt off your horse's legs. And it also makes them look a little whiter, but you got to make sure you put it on evenly, otherwise you just have big patches of white crap. Now, like, it looks crazy. You got to make sure you rub it in and spread it out evenly. Nitrate, I think that's how I say it, nitrile, I don't know. These gloves, great. They're not latex, so if you're allergic to latex, they're great. I use these when I put on MTG, Desitin, anything that I don't want to on my hands, I use this. Now, this is great too for you and your horse. It's a liniment that you can get at the dollar store, and you can use it on your horse, mix it in with some water and rub your horse down. But you can also use it on you if you fall. That's always nice. Then the next is we have a toothbrush. This is great for getting in. I bought an eco-friendly one because they're all $1, and I figured I might as well get the wood one instead of plastic, better for the environment. And the bristles are, I think, bamboo. Yeah, bamboo and charcoal is what thing's made out of. At least is what it says. I don't know if it's actually true, but you can use it to clean out little spaces on your saddle or your bit. I would recommend having one for your bit and one for your saddle, because you obviously don't want to put cleaner from your saddle in your horse's mouth. But a little bit of soap, like, and water to scrub your bit clean and stuff, or bit cleaner. Diapers. If your horse ever has an abscess, put this on their foot and duct tape that instead of with padding. This is a quick, easy way and a cheaper way to deal with abscesses. And then finally, most people know Desitin is great for a horse's nose when they get the clover poisoning or sunburn. You can get off-brand Desitin. So this one, you gotta just read the ingredients. Make sure it's the same ingredients. So what works in the Desitin is the zinc. And this has the zinc. It also has aloe. I'm hoping it doesn't smell as bad because my horse hates Desitin with a passion. And there's a lot of other things you can get there. You can get Vaseline. You can put Vaseline on their chestnuts and their feet in the winter. It helps stop some snow piling up in it on the inside of their foot when you ride. But it also softens the chestnuts so they can come off. You get scissors there. You can get oil there to oil your saddles. I used to use vegetable oil. It's not that my parents could afford all that stuff, but if there was a cheaper way to do it, that's how we always are. That's how I am now. There's a cheaper way to do it, where I do it the expensive way. Now, to be fair, I spend a lot more money on my horse now than I did when I was a teenager, but when it comes to me, I get the cheap stuff now. Like, I shop at Walmart, but my horse gets expensive things. That's just how I am. So there's candy, you can get frozen fruit. Some horses like frozen fruit, so you can get frozen fruit at the dollar store. At least my Dollar Tree has frozen fruit. I wouldn't give them any of the vitamins there, but you can also get stuff there for you. So you can get ibuprofen. You can build yourself a little first aid kit there. That and they have little boxes. They have lots of Tupperware there for treats. The other thing I used to get there a lot was brushes. So I would get like hair brushes there instead of buying like a man's hairbrush. I would just buy a hairbrush. And I had an orange tote. It was just an orange box with handles about this big, and I kept all my grooming stuff in there, and it worked great. And it was $1, so I used that thing until it broke, and then I just bought a nicer one so that I didn't have to replace it because it wasn't as thin plastic, so it wasn't gonna break. You can get bleach there, and you can use bleach to clean. If you dilute it with water, you can use that to clean fly boots and fly masks, and then dilute them with water, sit them in the bleach at water, and then rinse them and hang them. Same with brushes. You can wash your brushes in bleach. You can also get vinegar there. You can use vinegar and water to spray on rain rot. My gelding doesn't really get rain. Let me knock on wood. My gelding doesn't usually get rain rot very often, so there's the rain rot thing. You can get a lot of stuff at the dollar store for $1. That's great for your horse. You can get gauze, you can get bandages. Now, when I go to Family Dollar or Dollar General, I'll actually have a lot more because I could even do like a 5 and below one, because they're just a little bit more like, they're a little bit more expensive, but they also have a bigger section of things to choose. So that's a dollar store horse haul. You want to know anything? Oh, one more thing. Forgot about this. Not this one specifically. I didn't buy one there because I don't need it. But my horse used to get his right here on above his eye would get chapped in the winter. So I used to buy him just regular chapstick, and I would just put it right here above his eye, and then it stopped getting chapped, and then his hair grew back there, and now he doesn't need it anymore. But he had like a bald spot above his eye that would just turn red and irritated all winter, and then so I just put chapstick on it and it worked. That's basically it. You can also make your own fly spray from the dollar store products. You can use pine sol, vinegar, and water. I mean, I've seen people do this before, and I know it works because we use it in our porch. So you do thirds. So if you want to make a cup of it, you do 1/3 pine sol, 1/3 vinegar, 1/3 water, and then you'll spray it, and it does work because we use it on our outside porch, and it makes the flies just leave. I just don't want to spray pine sol on my horse. Like, I'm sure it's okay since it's diluted. It's just not something for me. But you can get lots of stuff there, and then you can even get little paintbrushes. So if you keep bacon grease, I know that's a cheaper alternative to hoof oil. You can get little paintbrushes to paint their bacon grease on their feet. If I can think of anything else or see anything else in the Dollar Tree that will work for horses, I will do an updated video. Same with, and I will release one for the Dollar General and Family Dollar. I also plan on doing a Wish equestrian haul. I'm going to go buy a bunch of things from Wish that have piqued my interest that have to do with riding, and I will make a video about it. So have a nice day. If you like this video, please subscribe.